Hello there, this is DBT, and this is Art of Rooms. And alright, let's play some more Asphalt 9 on Nintendo Switch. And now, today we're gonna be doing multiplayer with this beauty right here, the Bugatti Chiron. Or Chiron? I don't know how you pronounce it. I think it's Chiron. And first of all, this is a video that I recorded sometime in the past. By the time you're watching this, it's probably not available anymore. It's gonna be MP3. Yes, there's 3 multiplayer seasons, and this one is to do a free try with the Bugatti Chiron, which means you get to play with this car at its maximum rank, golden, and all of that. It's beautiful and unlimited fuel, so let's jump into that. Now, as I was saying, by the time you're watching this has been recorded quite a bit in the past. I mean, it could have been a couple days ago, probably more than a week ago, maybe a month ago, who knows. This type of videos I upload, or rather I release when I don't have anything else to publish in the channel. And I also want to provide you with some content, something to watch. So here we go. I go into some stuff that I recorded specifically with the purpose of being an auxiliary video. So here we are. And that is why this is maybe some old event, but still I think it's entertaining enough where we could make a whole video on it. And honestly, I'm also using it as a bit of a pretext to play some more multiplayer with this thing, because this is a card that at the point that I'm recording this, and probably even by the time you're watching this is a card that I am nowhere near having it at 6 stars. Only recently, by the time I recorded this, managed to unlock the car, and because there's a lot of events going on, actually I might link it up if I remember to, the video that I also did very recently, by the time I'm recording this, where I explained that there's so many events happening on Asphalt 9 right now. I'm recording this in December, so there's a ton of events, and one of them was precisely about this car to get blueprints. So that is how I managed to recently start it up all the way to 3 stars. Hopefully we're still gonna be able to maybe get it to 4, without spending tokens, that is. Okay, a second place, that's not too terrible. Now, I would look at the leaderboard, but we know that everybody that I'm racing against is just gonna be Bugatti Chirons at gold, because that's the only thing you can drive over here. But hey, here we go. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna skip all the loading for you. So yeah, in the end, I don't have a ton of experience with this car. I know that it's a really good Class S car. In fact, I would dare to say that this is the best free-to-play S car in the game. Now, when I say free-to-play, I mean that you can technically unlock it without spending a single dime in the game, because this is a car that you get blueprints when you reach garage level 18, and that is absolutely doable without spending money on the game. It will take you a while to get there, and so long as you upgrade your cars smartly, upgrading the cars that gives you the most garage level score thingy, because not all the cars give you the same, by the way. Older cars in the game increase your garage score, let's call it, much quicker than newer cars, especially for the price of credits that you're paying. But anyway, so definitely you can reach tier 18, and if you've been playing for long enough, you definitely are already at level 18. But even then, it's very difficult to get blueprints for this goddamn thing. It's, like I said, probably, if not straight up, the best Class S car that you can get for free. So as such, GameLove wasn't gonna be giving it easily. Like I said, you can get blueprints. Oh, Jesus, I missed the jump. You can get blueprints for this thing in the store. But the thing is, like 98% of the time that you see blueprints for this thing on the store, it's for tokens, not for credits, and I'll explain why. And let's just see. I think rather than see what cars are driving, I'm just gonna see who was driving with me. So about getting the blueprints of this car, you know how depending on the garage level that you reach, oh, what a nice wing you can put on this thing. I think you can only get that or use parts until you reach like 5 stars on the car, so that'll still take me a while, if I even have that wing. But yeah, so you know how depending on the level of garage that you hit is some cars that get, let's say, unlocked in the store. So for example, one that I remember very clearly, because that is obviously one that I wanted for a while, was the Huracan. I think you can start getting blueprints for the Huracan when you get to level 16 in the garage. Now, yeah, you might start seeing those blueprints being sold on the Legend Store once you reach that, but first of all, it's gonna be rare. And second, a lot of the times it's gonna be sold for tokens, not for credits. It's only when you reach the next garage level, in this case, garage level 17, that the cars from the previous level are gonna be available more often for credits. So that means, again, when you reach level 16, you finally start getting the blueprints, but for tokens, and when you reach 17, finally you start seeing those older blueprints for credits. Now, I bring all of this because since this car only shows up when you reach the maximum level in the garage, level 18, there's never a level 19 where you would be able to start seeing this car more commonly and for credits. So basically, like I said, 98% of the time when you see blueprints, which by the way are already very rare to find, when you see them, it's gonna be for tokens. So the way that I do this is, I've said it before, I don't like spending tokens on anything that isn't Lambo related, with some exceptions. From time to time I spent tokens in other cars that were too good a deal to pass. Like for example, that's how I got my Valkyrie, because it was relatively easy to get. That's how I got my Valhalla, because it was easy to get too. Same thing with the Victor, because you know, in the Switch the Victor was not a Legend Pass car. It was, I think it got like an Unleashed or something like that. So, yeah, very rarely I spend tokens on anything that isn't Lambo related, including this car. Maybe an amazing car, but it's not a Lambo, so I'm not really willing to spend my tokens in buying blueprints in the Legend store. So instead, oh no! Ah man, I've heard that this car has some wall issues, like it likes to climb walls. And that is the second time that I crash over there. The first one in this video, but it has happened to me before while using this car outside of a video, so that kind of sucks. But yeah, so I basically always make sure to have a couple of million credits available for whenever this car shows up in the store, because buying 5 blueprints costs about 2 million or so. So that's why I always try to have a little bit of credits over there, ready just for whenever this car shows up, if it shows up. Now, as far as what is the deal with this car, honestly, like I said, I don't have a ton of experience with this car because I've never really had much of an opportunity to drive it. But from what I've played with it, it obviously has a good top speed. An S-Class car, you know, they go above 400. This goes something like 440 if I remember correctly. We'll see what I reach over here. But it's something like 440, which is kind of similar to the top speed of the Trion Nemesis, another car that you can technically get for free in this game, although the grinding for that thing it's pretty massive, because you can only get a couple of blueprints weekly, so that's gonna take you like a full year to get that car. I mean, to 6 stars, but still. So yeah, this thing can go about as fast, but this thing, man, it drifts really good. But which also, by the way, the Trion drifts good too. So what is the difference between the Trion and this? From what I can tell, first, the acceleration of this thing is much better than the Trion, because that other thing takes forever to build some good speed. And this car also, like I said, drifts really good. So it is overall a... Oh, no, Jesus Christ. See what I was saying about the wall climbing? This car feels agile. It feels a bit more planted than the Trion. The Trion feels even floatier than this. And overall, this seems like a really good car. Let's actually have a look at the stats, because I'm curious to look at some numbers. Okay, here we go. So at its golden state, the maximum top speed is 443.4, which plus nitro is probably going to be like 558, 59, 560 maybe, if it gets really fast. Obviously, it's not the fastest Class S car that goes to things like the Jesko, the Tuatara, things like that. But look at that acceleration of 84. Yeah, this acceleration is absolutely crazy. Handling is not that great, but honestly, does it matter what the handling is when it can drift the way this does? And nitro duration is also really good. I mean, not amazing, but really good compared to, like I was saying, the Trion Nemesis, which is another Class S car that you can get for free. So this definitely, it's a much better car than that one. Absolutely. And difficult as it is to get blueprints for this car, let's say in a natural way, by just getting them through the Legend store, because this car is old. I think it's probably, I don't know, because I wasn't playing the game at the time, but I think this is one of those cars that was in the game since launch. This probably was the best Class S car back then. I'm not even sure, but hey, feel free to correct me if this is incorrect. But my point is that because this is an old car, it also has the requirements of an old car, meaning it doesn't need a gajillion blueprints. The newer cars that Gameloft adds in this game require so many blueprints, so many blueprints. Just to give you an idea, the Cyan, which is not even that new, the Cyan, which is much slower, I wouldn't say necessarily worse, but definitely not as good at this as this Class S car, needs 80 blueprints to unlock. 80 or 85, well, this only needs 60. The Cyan needs something like 20 something to get to 2 stars, while this only needed about 13. The Cyan needs something like 30 something blueprints to take it to 3 star, well, this thing only needs 20 something. So yeah, definitely this car is easier to get blueprints for, or rather to star up. And by the way, just in case you're curious, these are the rewards that are given. I already reviewed this on the other video that I linked earlier too, but basically the important part here, well, you could argue the tokens, maybe a little bit of credits, but it's this, the epic import part for the Bugatti Chiron, because those are kind of difficult to come by. So there you go, that is what I'm aiming for. I don't know if I have time. By the time I'm recording this, you can see that there's only 2 days and 16 hours left of this season, but maybe that'll be enough. And since this has unlimited fuel, that's fantastic to just do race after race after race. Now, it would seem that I'm chewing through the competition over here. That is not a testament of my skill. You know that my skill is really not a thing. But maybe there's gonna be a bunch of people that are also just farming these races, be it for the reputation or just farming to get some score for the goals. Which honestly, I mean, I understand why people do it. I've talked about this to great lengths about the whole thing of farming in this game, particularly in the Switch version. And with this type of events that have unlimited fuel, because man, that's what this game pushes you to. If you want to get some of the good rewards, you need to farm. Rather than oh, it's all about skill and hey, if you do good, you can get some good rewards. Nice, like whether you're good or not, the points that you're gonna get are not that amazing. So you'll have more luck by just farming stuff. Now, I don't farm stuff myself because most of the time when people fall, oh Jesus, no! We're okay. We're gonna lose this race. No! All right, you know what? That's fair. That's what I get for being cocky. In order to farm, people use like special controllers, and I don't have any of that. I just play the normal way. But hey, it's still fun. Like I said, I don't normally have too much of a chance to play with this car, so I might as well enjoy it while I have it. So, full lobby apparently. Nice. I'll try to get a first place over here because this is where you can get a decent amount of score for the milestones, what I'm ultimately trying to get. It doesn't matter really what league I end up, because the rewards for based on the league really are, I think it's just credits or something like that. So nothing too interesting, nothing too special. But I really want that epic import part, and oh boy, sorry buddy. Not trying to knock you down, just saying. Glad to see that he wasn't trying either. Okay, so what is my top speed? 350 something. Yes, I thought. I mean 450 something, probably 460. I do believe that it reaches 460. And look at that. Oh yeah, baby! Give me my first place with my black Chiron. I don't know, I kind of like it in black, this one, because it does have the silver trim, so it looks kind of dope. Nice. Very nice. 45 points. I mean, it's not a lot, but hey. I do find very annoying how for this type of seasons, the amount of the score is reduced. So, you know, the maximum reward is at a score of 3,000, right? So it's like, oh, wow, that shouldn't be too difficult to get. And granted, it's not impossible, but it's not as easy as they want to make it look. Because again, it looks like 3,000. Come on, I personally, DBT. Oh, come on, dude. Oh, no. Oh, he prevented me from going on the left side. Damn it. DBT normally reaches something like 11,000 score per multiplayer season. I'm going to try to take this jump. Oh, I missed the second one. Jesus. Oh, well. Yeah, I never liked doing those barrel rolls. Hold on. I'm still not doing terror. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, a little bit of wall climbing. Don't mind me. Hold on. So I can get something like 11,000, 12,000, 13,000. per multiplayer season. Again, that's in a period of 2 weeks, but that is because I don't grind it too much. I get to those rewards, and that's pretty much where I stop. If I could, I mean, if I wanted, I could continue playing more, but to me, they're not that worth anymore from that point onwards. So yeah, 3,000 doesn't sound like much. It sounds like, oh, I should absolutely be able to do it, except that they give you much less score per race in this. So, for example, over here, I'm in the Gold League. I beat a bunch of people from oh, it doesn't show over here, but a bunch of these people were from the next league. So normally I would get something like, what, anywhere from 150 points to maybe 200 and some points for having beaten a bunch of people from a higher league even. And when I see how many points I got over here, 26 points. 26. So let's say that my estimate was wrong, right? Maybe I wasn't gonna get 200 points, I was gonna get 100 instead of 200 points normally. That is still a quarter of the points that I actually got. I mean, I got a quarter of the points that I thought I would. So that is why it feels rather disingenuous that they say, oh, the reward is at 3,000. It sounds like it's less, but in reality, if they give you reduced points, then 3,000 is still a lot. I mean, I think I would be more at peace if they give the normal amount of points as they do in the regular multiplayer seasons, and just increase how much score is required for the final reward. I would rather see that the final reward requires 12,000 points, but I'm still gonna get normal points per race, than to see, oh, it's only 3,000, but turns out that you get much less points per race. Right now, it seems that I'm gonna finish on first place. All of my opponents are from the same league that I am, the Gold League. So this would normally mean about 150 points in normal multiplayer. Let's see how many I get over here. My guess is I'm gonna get about 50, if that. And this is a full lobby, by the way. So let's see what we get over here. Well, yeah, it doesn't show the league. Yeah, 45 points. So it's like a third of the points, a third or a fourth of the points that I would normally get. So that is why I say that this is absolutely annoying that they show you like, oh yeah, no, don't worry, it's only 3,000 points. You can definitely do it. Nah, just make it so that it's a more normal amount of points, considering that they give you enough normal score, and just multiply this for whatever is the factor that they needed to be about the same amount of grinding. It's just, it feels so wrong that it shows 3,000 over here, but 3,000, it's nowhere as acquirable as it normally be in regular multiplayer. That is just a crazy annoyance that I have about this. What about you guys? Do you have the same issue, or is it just a me situation? Because it's really annoying me. Here, for example, you can see there's 3 people purple. That means they're from the next league. It's not a full lobby though. This is gonna be 7 players total rather than 8. Let's hope that I can get a first place so that we can still see how little points I'm gonna get. But if you're watching all the way to this point, that's been like 8-10 minutes of me blabbering about this stuff. So wow, kudos to you. But also, that means you're enjoying this, right? So please hit the like button. I would really appreciate it. It helps the channel if you hit the like button. So please do if you're enjoying this stuff. If you're not liking it, then I'm not sure why you're still watching, but hey, I guess I still appreciate it. And then hit the dislike button. That's fine too. In the end, it's still some activity in the channel, so it's kind of needed. But yeah. And if you haven't subscribed, why not? I post a lot of this random blabbering of my random blabbering, so hey, maybe this is what you want to watch, huh? But yeah, so I would seem again that I'm gonna get first place. And I keep saying this, and I'm sorry that I have to repeat myself over this, but it's not that I'm a great player, and that's... Oh god! Oh, it did an extra jump that I definitely didn't want it to do. I was aiming to do the ramp proper, but the car jumped a bit more and continued spinning. I lost my train of thought. I was going to tell you something about repeating myself. Oh yeah, don't think that this is about my skill, and that's why I'm getting first places. It just has to do with people farming it. But okay, so you saw that we beat 3 people from the Elite League, which actually I just reached myself. How many points do I get from this? 35 points. Are you for real? Jesus. Okay. See why I find this obnoxious? It's just... It ain't right, man. It ain't right. So as I was saying, the rewards for the league that you finish in, it's really not that important. In beginner league, 30,000, 50, 75, 150, or 300,000 credits. I mean, yeah, it's some credits, but honestly, this is the amount. You get even more credits by doing the daily heist, credit heist. So this is not that important. If you get in the top 1,000, you get one body kit pack, or maybe you can get 2 or 3 or 4. Even if you finish top 1 as the highest rank in the entire game, in the entire player base, you get some body kit packs that can contain customization, vanity items for some cars, and you're probably gonna get a bunch of garbage. So really not that interesting, is it? Unfortunately. How about we change back to the standard Bugatti color? Because I do like that combination of the 2 tones of blue. It looks kind of dope. So as you can see, this is in general why I was saying that I understand people farming this rather than just legit playing. I'm legit playing right now, obviously for the sake of the video, because I also want to experience the car and have my fun and all of that. But if you're just going for the rewards, yeah, I absolutely see why people are just farming this stuff, because man, it's just so unrewarding to do a good race against, in theory, higher ranked players, which again, in theory, they should be better players than you and whatnot, and you manage to beat them and all. And oh, there you go, a little bit of rewards. I got more from beating 8 players on Gold League than I got for beating 7 players, 3 of them being in a higher league. I don't understand. You know, it's just weird to me. Just very unrewarding, and like I said, sadly, this is just how Gameloft developed this game to be extremely unrewarding. I guess in the end, it's just a push for you to get desperate and be like, oh my god, all of this for an epic import part. Can I just buy it with some actual money? So, yeah. Unfortunate, but that's what it is, and that is kind of what you have to accept if you want to play this game and sort of enjoy it. That's just what this game is about. But alright, that's where I'm gonna leave it. You know what to do. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Also check out these videos that YouTube thinks that you might be interested in watching from my channel. See, that might be interesting. But that is it for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care everybody, and stay safe. Bye bye.